Hello and welcome to a new Mr. Green VR video. This might be a pretty uncommon start of the video. The reason for it is that the footage for the last raid sadly got deleted, so I can only show you the treasures we found. We got a GPU, so that adds the 5th in our collection. And we also got, the first time, a Ragnar backpack, not out of a drop or out of a keycard room, just laying around on the Matka Miest map. So I'm just gonna show you the end result. Sadly, the raid is lost, but we got some pretty decent stuff. Except from just the Ragnar back, but that's the main thing. We also got a crypto wallet and a purple keycard, which we sadly couldn't use in this raid because there wasn't any time left to the end of this raid, and I wanted to secure the Ragnar back because it's pretty uncommon. And let's see what we get with the crypto wallet. Okay, we actually didn't get too much, but I guess it's okay. The rest is pretty valuable. So our end total is 65,000 kronas, which is actually huge. But yes, I'm a little bit sad because the footage is lost. I'm just gonna store everything away, then I'm gonna prepare the new raid and bring you back once I got all of my equipment ready and am ready to go into the next raid. So I'm bringing you back now with a new plan for the next raid because we got so much nice stuff. I decided to go all in, risk it, and bring purple with us for the next raid. So we're also rocking the M4 of the Nuclear Night Edition and a 9mm from the Terran Tactical Update. We're gonna try to get the hopefully best loot on the mall map, because normally I think that the mall map is pretty good loot wise, so maybe the purple will also be great. And this is gonna be the first purple in the swipe actually, so I have high hopes for this round, and I bring you back once we entered the new raid. So it's a pretty nice start. Let's see what's in the first box. Nothing. But that's not what we're here for. We are looking for the purple keycard room. I guess it's a pretty nice starting point because it's pretty close to the purple keycard room, and if we're getting lucky and not killed, it might be a nice starting point. Okay, Thompson magazine. I guess this early in a wipe we take as much as we can. Maybe we're gonna need it for some quests or something. Okay. Helmet. Okay, just the SP2 helmet, but we're probably gonna take it because we got the spot on a backpack. Why shouldn't we? Okay, here's some footsteps, but it sounds like they're just scavs. Just let me check inside of the ammo box. Okay, nothing interesting. Check the settings, calibrate the compass again. So nice. Now it won't be so much in the way for you watching. Okay, looks clear to me. nice. But at least we got some AP. Since the change, it become pretty rare item to find out of vaults, I guess. Okay, let's just check those drawers. Then after checking those few, we're gonna head, or at least try to get the purple room. Let's hope that we find pretty nice stuff and that's worth the risk. Okay, pretty crappy stuff. I mean, we take it because we have the second pistol holster, but we will see if we're gonna keep it. So, now it's the moment of truth. What are we gonna get in our first purple of this wipe? Of course the helmet's in a way, but I hope we find something better, something greater in this purple room. Okay, dropped it. Let's just try it again, and nice. Nice. And not the third time, but okay. Enough playing around, let's just look at the purple vault. What we're gonna get. Okay, okay. First box. Of course, just a can. Oof, M1 says nice. 2 quad knots. Only can be better. Ooh, so much silencers, nice. Doesn't fit. Some attachments, nice. And an AK-5C. And a freaking Barrett suppressor. I guess it's pretty much worth the risk. Let's just try to fit everything nicely in this backpack and get as much out as possible. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Let's just take this can out, this grenade out, or maybe in the back. And the smoke, and hopefully it fits. No. Okay, pretty tight squeeze. The fish also needs to leave. And now it fits. Huh? Nice. Second suppressor. Those are pretty nice for money. And let's just look. Try to get the rest in. M1 says drum neck and AK-5C. The AK-5C is probably one of my favorite guns in this game. I like the design and it feels pretty good when shooting with it. And also it has a few attachment points, so it's nice that you can put everything on. This of course doesn't fit, but sometimes the drum mags, I'm not too sure if they fit, so I just try it out. And because of the glitch, the actual mag fell through the ground, so there's no hope to get it back. No one's coming. That's pretty good. Let's just rearrange everything. This goes in there. And let's just try if this fits on the M4, or like in the loading screen of the game. But I think we can confirm now that none of those suppressors fit on the M4, at least as far as I know. So they probably should think about changing something on their loading screen. M1 says nice. And the quad nuts. Okay, let me think. I guess I put this down here. So let's put the quad nuts on my helmet. And maybe we're gonna find a good spot in our backpack to fit the second pair of quad nuts. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. And just let me think. Okay. I will take the drum here out for the sass. And then we might have enough space just to fit the quad nuts in if I rearrange some stuff. Maybe it will fit. Tight squeeze. Nice. Do they fall up? Let's just switch the scopes. I like the holoscope way more than the others. So I think we got the most out of the sword. Just let me know what you think. Rate the sword. We're just gonna eat up as much as we can because we cannot take it out of the raid. Yeah, and that's the best stuff out of the vault. Maybe we can fit those last few things inside, but yeah, if we won't be able, it isn't too bad. Maybe this one will fit inside there. Doesn't look like it. Maybe? Yes. Okay. Yeah. We got everything out of the boxes. And we did our first purple vault of the swipe successfully, at least until now. Let's just put the helmet in its space. Drink some water while we're here. Okay, I think I put this on the M1 says. And then we're gonna play with the sass a little bit. One around the corner, outside of the vault. Looks clear. Other way also. Nice. Let's just check a few of those boxes. Then we're gonna head. Probably gonna head out of this raid. Nothing interesting in there. PC fan. Don't really care about. Especially because we don't have enough space in our backpack. Or maybe. Okay. Doesn't matter. Drum mech for the vector. So, even though it was in a ghost raid or another ghost raid, I guess I'm not so sad, because if I would have lost the purple, or got, I guess if somebody would have read it out on top of the or in the front of the purple vault and I would have died with all the stuff, I would be way more mad than just having nobody to kill in this raid. Okay, I guess maybe it will fit. Okay. Maybe up here? Okay. No. Well, I think... Should we try it another time? Maybe. Okay. We're gonna leave it. I mean, we're able to buy them if we need to, but normally they accumulate in the bunker pretty fast. Or maybe I will just take it out by hand. Maybe let's try it one last time. Nice. You know, I first thought maybe we should leave because I don't want to lose all this stuff, but apparently it's pretty empty, or at least as much as I think. There are no other players around in this raid, so why shouldn't we try out this SAS and look if we are able to find something nice like a GPU or a new keycard or something. Okay, we're hearing some shots, but they are on us. Okay, no problem. Okay. This one sounds like business. And when I hit, it does its job pretty nicely, especially with the drum mag. There, let's just take out the last guy. Nobody behind this corner, and then we're gonna loot some of those shops. Ooh, crypto wallet, nice. Good that we got a second backpack so that we can take way more loot out of the raid. We just need to take a look, or keep a look at the time so that we don't run out of time and lose everything just because we are too greedy. We're gonna take the AK and those components. Okay, nothing interesting in there, but I guess it's hard to top a purple. I mean, a red keycard would be perfect for this opportunity, but I don't have any right now, so we just have to be happy with the purple. But I guess it's the first of the wipe. We shouldn't be too sad about it. Okay, A22. Don't really care. And now let's just take a look if we get a GPU or a Game Boy out of this place. Okay, sadly not. But I guess the loot in this raid, except from the purple vault, wasn't as nice as normal on this map. Normally the mall map is, at least in my opinion, the map where we can get the best stuff or the best loot, but not today, not in this raid. Okay, I'm 16. Okay. Grip, nice. Maybe there's someone around the corner? No. Okay. Gonna just put it here and check all the boxes. Power bank, nice. Nothing in there. Of course, also nothing in there. Pistol. And the last box. Empty too. We're not getting sad here because we got the purple, but it's pretty annoying. Sometimes you get like peak loot and everything's fine, and sometimes you go through the whole map and find literally nothing. I mean, we got the crypto wallet, but except for one time where I got 100k on one, normally they are around 2 to 3 or 5k Corona, so they are not too exciting for me. Let's just check out the basement before we head out. I mean, we got enough storage space in the second backpack, so why shouldn't we try it? Of course, nothing has been opened yet, but you should always be careful. I mean, because of the server problems, it's pretty... or you can be pretty sure that there are only scavs on the map, but I wouldn't trust maybe being 1 or 2 other peoples on the map and you're just getting cornered by some dudes. Okay. Nothing pretty interesting. I'll just take the max. Detachments. And then we're gonna take a bigger AK out. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I prefer the real sized AK above the U. Okay. Of course I wanted to grab the pistol, not the whole backpack. And again. Third time's a charm, maybe? Nice. Okay. Let's check those 2 rooms. I guess somewhere has to be the good stuff. If we haven't found any yet. some bits and bobs. We're gonna take the water. Okay, take the scope. And those little things, because it's pretty sure that we're not gonna exceed our stay. So we'll take the last few bits and bobs we get and head out of this raid. Those doors. Hello, let me through. Nice. Like always, we have to go up those pretty long stairs. Hope we not get shot. And see what's in the last box in top of the, in front of the elevator. Yes, nice, nobody. And what is the last box gonna bring us? Ooh. The new edit gun. Nice. I guess the AK is gonna stay here. Just gonna take the mag. I heard this gun is probably pretty dope for an SMG, but we are gonna find it out in the future. Yeah, only scav kills, but I cannot complain. We got our first purple secured. Pretty good loot. Let's just see how much money we made. Of course, we're not gonna sell all of it. Let's just put our SAS here. And the new SMG is gonna go here. Okay. I'm now gonna put away a few of those things we got and bring you back once we on the conveyor and trying to sell everything and see how much we get for all this loot we got right now. So I'm just gonna speed up those part of putting all the items on the conveyor. I mean, most of you are probably getting a little bit annoyed by this. Out of this backpack, I'm just gonna put everything out that I wanna keep. And of course, the crypto wallet we're gonna put in last. Now we're just gonna wait when he registers that we put the whole backpack inside. And then we're just gonna return the backpack and see what this crypto wallet will give us. How much Korunas. Let's just pray. Okay, and it gave us just a few K, but no problem. We got so much pretty nice loot out of this purple and this red. I mean, only the purple to be honest, but 42K, nice. So, we're just gonna rearrange and put away the rest of the stuff that I wanna keep. And I'm gonna bring you back once we're enter the new raid. So, to switch things up a little bit, we're just gonna play some island. But because I said or released that the loot is way better, or supposed to be way better on the night maps, I thought I'm just gonna start with a night raid. just take out those few scaffs and see what this rate is gonna give us. If I hit, of course. Okay. Just a helmet in there. First box. Power bank, nice. Grip. Also. Let's just put this away. This time I didn't bring the purple. But we're just gonna change out this for the bar. Only an LBF, we don't really need this. A 10 helmet, nice. Pistol and a water bottle. I guess we're just drinking it right now because I don't really want to put this in my backpack and have way less room just for this one water bottle. Nothing really interesting in here. Maybe we get a car battery. Nope. Okay. Let's just head towards the prison. Check this bus if there's an NRS. Nice. I guess it's 100% spawn rate. I will put this away over here. But before we head to prison, let's just check if the fish cultists are there. Because there's so much loot if they actually spawn, and there are also a few missions where you need to kill them. I just need to calibrate the compass again. For some reason it always resets itself, I don't know why. Let's just look what we need to do on this map. Just locate some stuff. Some places. I haven't done a lot of those quests, but I mean just locating is pretty easy. Let's just hope that we get those cultists, because yeah, they have those nice guns, and we are able to get to the loot room, get the boss gun. I mean, it only is a spiced up UMP, but I find it pretty nice that they got their own guns, own equipment, and stuff you cannot get otherwise. Sadly, it doesn't look like cultists are there. But maybe there's something nice in the boxes inside of here. Normally there's only a book on here. Nothing else interesting. A scope. Okay, we're just gonna take it. Okay. Nothing interesting here. Let's just see what we're gonna get up here. Just gonna look at the top. Okay, just a pistol holster and a primary mag pouch. Now just have a look at the box below. Okay. Ooh, nice stuff. Put those away. Okay, not ideal spot, but can't be bothered to put everything perfectly in this backpack. Maybe we're gonna find a second one or need to rearrange it in the future. But for now it's okay, I guess, for the amount of loot we got. So now we're actually gonna head towards the prison. But first just check the box at the extract. Okay, M16. I guess we take the magazine, but the rest we're not gonna take. I would like to play the M16 a few more often. Exfil in 1 minute, nice. But the problem is that you can only fit an ACOG scope on there. If you could place at least one other short range scope on it, I would play the M16 a little bit more often, but only using ACOG is pretty bad. You can use it for long range, but for short range, not having any optic is pretty not worth just taking risk. I would prefer just to take SMG or maybe even SKS, because I like the iron sight on there more than taking 16 out. Okay. Just gonna take off this. Ooh, nice. Scar and the nice pistol. I'm just gonna take off the night vision as long as I'm in this room, just to relax my eyes and maybe your eyes too. I find it pretty hard just to watch the night vision all the time. And it sounds like we got an airdrop. Nice. Also, first airdrop of the wipe. I guess we got a lot of firsts in this video, but I won't be mad about it. Just store the scar away, put the Promodor inside of the bar, gets out of the backpack, and then we're just gonna have a look where this airdrop is gonna go. Okay. Back to the night vision, and there's the airdrop. It looks, or appears to be pretty close to where we are, so we're just gonna take it slow, looking if anyone is around us, and head towards the spot of the airdrop. Let's just hope and pray that we got nicely out of this, because we don't have a keycard right now. Maybe we'll get a keycard to take the purple, but only time can tell. It's always pretty hard just to wait for this airdrop to hit the bottom, or to reach the bottom, to be able to be looted. I mean, it's of course important that it takes a little bit so that other players are able to reach it in time, but if you're right next to it, it's taking an awful amount of time just to reach the bottom. Okay, but at least the good part is we can look for the best place to get to it. Here, if we can hear any gunshots, see anybody running towards it, and just prepare ourselves mentally for this possible fight, if there's someone. So, Now we're gonna approach it. Don't be scared. We're hopefully not gonna be sniped from the custom map. Or battled by an gigachat just running around the map. Okay, it hit the ground next to the church. At least we know that there are no cultists. Okay, nobody's around. Can't see anybody. So, first airdrop of the wipe. Let's just have a look what's inside. Nobody's behind it. Okay. Let's just close the door and pray for good stuff. First box. Okay. Armor upgrade. Nice attachments. Okay, another attachment. Crypto wallet, nice. And an empty box. Okay. I guess we're just gonna upgrade our grip and put all the components away. But, I mean, tell me what you think in the comments. If you like this airdrop, I think it's pretty bad except for the components. I would have liked a better armor or maybe a keycard, but we got a crypto wallet and we're gonna see how much money it's gonna give us. And I mean, all those grips will come in pretty handy in the next raids or as the raid progresses. Okay, crypto wallet. Okay, there it is. Just gonna close this that we can get to the last box. Okay, put away those magazines for the Desert Eagle, and I think we're gonna put another ship. I think we're gonna put the laser sight on our M4 if it's gonna fit. Okay, we have one space for our laser sight. Now we have our M4 pretty kitted out. Let's just change our armor. I haven't heard anybody outside, which is pretty nice. Okay, let's just put this on. Same layout as on the last armor. This is the airdrop. Or was the airdrop? Okay, nobody's around, hopefully. Nobody shut the door yet. Nice. Let's just get out. Can't see anybody. And let's just proceed our journey to the prison. There's a scav on the tower. I think we probably need to put him to sleep. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna go a little bit closer so that we don't waste too many bullets. Okay, the laser doesn't work, of course, for some reason. Hit us. We're just hitting the railing, but it doesn't take too many shots. Health is still looking good. Okay, we can't see anybody. Just need to be aware of the scaffs. Let's just try to get through this spot. And it looks like we cannot fit for some reason. Okay, can we get back out? Hello? Really? Nice. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, doesn't work. At least we didn't get stuck in the wall. Just take out the scaff. I like the M4, especially with the laser sights. I don't know why they made them so uncommon to get, but if I get one, I really like to use it. Okay, just gonna take the AK rail, side rail, and the magazine. Now just head right into the main building. There's a skiff. There was a skiff. And then the most hated door on this whole map, at least in my opinion. There shouldn't be someone around, but you never know until you see it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna put this away for the next second just to relax my eyes again. I hope you also appreciate it. Just not to look at this bright green screen for the whole time. We're gonna take this scope. The brass, nice. Makarov we don't need. Let's just see. I don't think we're gonna be able to fit the gunpowder in there, but the rest we definitely gonna take. Or not. Okay. Let's just see what's inside of there. I mean, as you can hear, our stomach is growling, so let's hope that we find something nice in this kitchen. Okay, M16. Maybe we can fit this magazine inside. Okay, we cannot. So I guess this bars have to be enough for our stomach to relax. Fishing box. What's there? A little bit of money. No scares have. None of those scares have respawned. So we're just gonna check cell 3 for the streamer item. And it is there. Nice. So as you can tell, we are pretty lucky in this raid, until now at least. Let's hope this journey goes on. Okay, nothing in there. No one up the hill, nobody behind us. Let's just approach the exfil slowly but steadily. Okay, those have spawned back in, so we're gonna use the trees to our advantage and just approach them as far as possible. Just gonna put this away and take our trusty M4. Okay, no, we're just gonna use our pistol. Save some 5.56 bullets. Okay, of course I'm not able to hit them. Nice. I mean, this pistol is just a Glock, a glorified Glock, but I think the Terran Tactical DLC is at least pretty good looking for the guns, and you get some unique guns in this DLC. That's why I personally think that it's the best or most interesting to get a DLC yet. The eSport package also gives you some different guns, but because I don't really like to play with a revolver, and the other gun is, I think, a shotgun, which I normally also don't use, except the Saiger with a drum mag or bigger mag. It doesn't really appear to me to buy the other DLC. Okay, we got enough time and health just to check in the labs building, but first we're gonna need to make sure that there's no player and to take out some scavs. I mean, why should we take out all of them? As long as they don't see us. Okay. This took me way too many shots just for this scav. Maybe he will come towards us, so that we don't have to waste too many bullets. Okay, just okay. I definitely need to improve my aim, but yeah, at least we got them. Our stomachs growling again. Water is nearly empty, or empty. So let's just get inside of here, and then we're gonna drink something. I mean, we have 2 bottles, so why shouldn't we use it? Don't spill the water, and get something to eat as well, as long as we're pretty safe and nobody's around us. Stomach is full, just gonna eat up and drink the water we got. Nothing in here. Guess we take the scope. Okay, energy drink, nice. I mean, we got enough space from the water bottle, so it should be fit perfectly. Now we're gonna take a look if the GPU spawned. Nobody was in here yet. And the GPU didn't spawn. Okay. Bandage. Ooh. ACOG scope, nice. We don't have any space on our M4, but maybe it will fit down here. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Just put it over here. And then we need to rearrange some stuff. Maybe this one will fit. And yes, okay. Bigger water bottle. I think we're just gonna drink the water and leave the bottle behind. Okay. Got only 15 minutes left. So we cannot reach like or visit all the places of the quest, but I think we covered a few of those. So we're gonna check the last boxes in the next raids. And we got a stoner with a nice drum mech. I guess we leave the stoner behind because I don't really like it. The stoner, like the M16, only can use an ACOG scope as far as I'm aware, so yeah. Just gonna leave this mag here. Don't really want to be bothered putting it away. Okay, or we put it in the stoner and take both out. Yes, like I said, the stoner doesn't really appear to be a nice gun in my eyes, because you can only use an ACOG, and like I said, I don't really like to play a long range on Ghost of Tabor. I prefer the medium to short range battles way more. That's why I like maps like Mall and Mudgame Yes and Silo way more than those big open map like Island. Okay, just gonna make sure that the path is clear, but because we haven't seen anybody and the raid is nearly over from the time, I'm probably not gonna run into anybody. Just gonna have to pray that nobody's sitting at the exfil, and then we're gonna have a nice loot and a big chunk of Coronas. Okay. Kills, only scabs of course, but 22k XP. Like always, I'm just gonna put away all the stuff right now. As you can see, we got a lot of good attachments. I'm gonna put this high value grips away. I mean, we got a lot of those, which will come in handy in the next raids. A nice pistol and those sniper scopes. Yeah, I think it's pretty nice what we got in this raid. let's just take a look what we got corona wise out of this raid, except all the stuff we're gonna keep. Okay, let's just put all of this inside of here. Of course, the actual number of the stuff we get is way higher than we're gonna see right now, because we're gonna keep the most of the high value stuff. But yeah, let's just see what the crypto wallet gives us. Now we're at 20k, 25k, so nearly 4k on the crypto wallet. I think it's pretty nice rate. Good components, decent amount of money, nice scar. So I'm not disappointed. As we're approaching the 1 hour mark of this video, if you have any suggestions, maybe some tips about the video, how I make them, some challenges, just let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we're gonna see us in the next one.